Thanks for stopping by, guys. It's Al here, and welcome back to Scrap Mechanic. And today we're going to be looking at a bit of a creation. This is both cosmetic and technical in a sense. This is a truck. Now, I've built many trucks before, and what sets this aside is this is the first truck I've ever added a dual power system. To give an idea what this is, if I hop in the seat, I go along, I am being powered by a gasoline engine, which I can pick up speed, but with the weight of this truck, certain hills in certain situations can start to bog me down. So if I go ahead and stop, press 1, that locks in what I'm going to refer to as the four-wheel drive, so to say. In which case the truck is now controlled by an electric engine. I go much slower, but I do have a lot more torque under the wheels. Now once again, if I press 1, I can go back into the gas engine. You can see I'll start picking up speed here in a second. Now you can go from the four-wheel drive electric engine to the gas engine, but you can't go straight from the gas engine to the electric engine. In order to do that, you have to actually stop, press the button, and then go. Because what will happen is, if you watch under here, right now I'm using the gas engine. If I press and try and use the electric, the gears will clack together and just knock each other out of place. So you won't get that full connection. Now this is one that's really nice to look at technically, simply because of how I had to make it work underneath the hood. With a lot of my cars, I try and go for smaller or more balanced suspensions that work really well on just about any terrain. This, I was mainly focused on doing that 2-power system, which I just showed. If I pick this thing up, you can see that the mechanism underneath here is massive to get all this to work. I do actually have a few of these, I'm gonna drop that because the suspension is glitching, a few of these wheels lying about, so I can start looking at those. This is what's used in the front. It's slightly modified to what's in the front, and we also have a version of what's on the back. Now originally this is going to be a 6-wheeled creation. However, the amount of bearings that are used in this, when put into a 6-wheeled version, just wouldn't work with the game. The frame rate dropped really quickly. So to give you an idea of what is happening here, you might actually have to prop this up just a bit. Go and grab some blocks and a few other things like a controller. There we go. That should be just about everything I need to show this off. I'm going to build a little platform to set this up with. As you can see right now, the gears are meshed. Now when you start out in the truck, the gears won't be meshed. They'll actually be extended by 1. So as you can see, these gears are not touching, and because the piston has no collisions, both of these are able to spin freely. Now if I put a switch to this, that'll come back and engage. Now the gas engine is attached to the wheel directly, and the electric engine is attached to the rotation there. Now this has to be opposite of what direction you're wanting to go because of gears. Now both of these will be connected to a seat. In this case, we're going to just use a button, and I did not put these on any kind of power. So as you can see, the gas engine is driving me around. It should pick up some speed because it is the gas engine. Now if we hit this, the electric engine will take priority. You can notice it's a little bit slower. It's hard to tell on such a small scale, but that is how it works. And other than that, the suspension is basically built around housing this big mechanism in such a way that you can actually still get full movement from the suspension. If I put that under that wheel, Now, I did make the suspension a bit stiffer. You could make it a bit lighter and probably get some better results, but I am happy with how it looks. My intent was to actually build a trailer for this. I just ran out of time to do that. Don't be surprised if you see this with a trailer on the back at some point. That is pretty much it. It's a nice looking creation in my opinion, and also has a really nice technical side to it. So if you know how it works, it's pretty cool. And if you ever need something that has need a gas engine for speed, but also want an electric engine for those times that you're having a hard time get up hills, like I said before, this was originally meant to be a 6-wheeled, really big like utility truck, but because of lag I did have to scale it down. So I don't really have as much use for that electric engine unless I start putting trailers and weights on the back to make it harder and harder to pull. So that is going to be the end of this episode. I know it was a short one, just taking a look at a small creation. Unfortunately, I don't really have much time to add the trailer, or I would have done that already. But I am going to end it out here. So if you did enjoy this episode, please let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoy the channel, enjoy what I'm doing, please subscribe, it helps a lot. And right now, shares help the channel the most. So if you do want to help the channel, please share this episode with a friend. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for sticking around. And until next time, peace.